In the vast tapestry of history, few stories captured the spirit of resilience and determination as powerfully as the story of the Comanche people, from their humble beginnings in the Rocky Mountains to their rise to dominance on the Great Plains. Comanche journey is an epic tale of strength, adaptability, and steadfast defense. This exploration delves into the Comanche experience, revealing the secrets of their mastery of horsemanship, the complexity of their social structure, and the unyielding courage that fueled their success. We witness their rise to power, their clashes with empires, and their constant struggle for sovereignty. But Comanche history is not simply a story of battles and victories. It's a story of preserving culture, reviving language, and finding economic independence. Through an unwavering commitment to their heritage, the Comanches continue to build their reputation. Explore the resilience, traditions, and legacy of the Comanche tribe as we reveal their fascinating history, providing insight into their customs, leaders, conflicts, and lasting contributions. If you want to learn the full story of the Comanches, click the subscribe button, show your support with a thumbs up, and join us on this educational adventure. Origins and migration. 16th and 17th centuries. The origins of the Comanche can be traced back to the Shoshone, a group of indigenous people who lived in the Rocky Mountains of North America. Linguists believe that the Comanche language belongs to the Numic branch of the Uto-Aztec language family, which it shared with other Shoshone tribes. Archaeological and linguistic evidence suggests that the Comanche began to separate from the larger Shoshone population around the 14th century, possibly due to environmental changes and population pressures. The Shoshone were traditionally semi-nomadic hunter-gatherers, following the seasonal movements of bees and other game animals. They lived in small groups organized around family ties. The Shoshone were known for their skills in hunting, fishing, and gathering wild plants. They also developed a rich oral tradition that included stories, songs, and ceremonies. 0-39. The Comanche shared many cultural similarities with the Shoshone. Both groups spoke languages that belonged to the same language family and shared the same socio-political structure. The Comanche also inherited many traditional skills and knowledge from the Shoshone, such as hunting, fishing, and gathering wild plants. There are, however, important differences between the Comanche and the Shoshone. The Comanches were more mobile than the Shoshone, in part due to their access to horses. They also developed a more complex political and social structure, with multiple groups and systems of chiefs and other leaders. The Comanches were also known for being fierce warriors, who played a major role in the expansion and domination of the southern plains. When it comes to the Comanche migration to the southern plains, there is much debate. Between the 16th and 17th centuries, the Comanches began a gradual migration south. This movement was probably driven by a combination of factors, including the search for new hunting grounds. As the bison population in their ancestral lands dwindled, the Comanches had to find new food sources. The southern plains had vast prairies teeming with bison, making them an ideal destination. As for buying horses, it started quite early. The introduction of horses to North America in the 16th century, thanks to Spanish colonization, had a profound impact on indigenous societies, especially the Comanches. Horses revolutionized transportation, hunting, and warfare, offering significant advantages over walking. The Comanches quickly became expert horsemen, integrating horses into their culture and economy. Owning a horse became a symbol of wealth and prestige, and skilled horsemanship was highly valued. The acquisition of horses also enabled the Comanche to expand into the open plains, allowing them to travel greater distances and exploit new resources. Pressure from neighboring tribes, competition for resources and territory may have played a role in the Comanche migration. As other tribes expanded into their traditional lands, the Comanche may have felt pressured to move south in search of new territory. The migration was not a single event, but a gradual process that took place over decades. The Comanches were able to migrate in small bands, following the herds of buffalo and exploring new territories. They adapted their lifestyle to the environment of the Great Plains, becoming skilled horsemen and buffalo hunters. They developed new technologies such as the Comanche bow, which was specially designed for horseback archery, They also developed a complex political and social organization, with each group having its own leader and council. The migration of the Comanches to the southern plains was a pivotal event in their history. This allowed them to access new resources, develop new technologies, and establish themselves as the dominant force in the region. The Comanches became one of the most powerful and feared tribes in North America, and their legacy continues to inspire people today. The Comanche migration is a fascinating story that illustrates the resilience and adaptability of the Comanche people. It is a story that continues to inspire us today. The first contacts and trade exchanges are also worth telling. The first contact between the Comanches and horses likely occurred through trade with Spanish colonies and pueblos in the 16th century. The Comanches recognized the great potential of these animals and eagerly acquired them through trade, exchanging buffalo hides and other goods. However, trade alone could not provide enough horses to meet the growing demand in Comanche society. The Comanche quest for horses led to the adoption of aggressive raiding tactics, targeting Spanish settlements, pueblo villages, and other horse-owning indigenous groups. Known for their speed and surprise attacks, the Comanches also captured wild horses, introducing them into herds, and selectively breeding them for specific traits, such as speed, endurance, and intelligence. This complex breeding program produced the Comanche horse, known for its ability to adapt to the demands of the Great Plains. Smaller but stronger than European breeds adapted for hunting, warfare, and travel, horses became the cornerstone of Comanche society, shaping their identity, social structure, and activities. Possessions symbolized wealth and prestige, while horsemanship was highly valued. Men demonstrated their skills through daring races, hunts, and raids, while women played an important role in the care and training of horses. As the Comanches expanded south, they used the agility of their horses to dominate, allowing them to quickly scout enemy territory and employ sophisticated warfare tactics to outwit their enemies. They gained a reputation as fierce warriors who were feared and respected in the region. The acquisition of the horse marked a turning point in Comanche history, enabling them to establish control over the southern plains, establish a vast empire, and exert influence over neighboring Native American groups. Their experience in horsemanship and warfare, combined with their adaptability and ingenuity, created a lasting legacy. This enduring cultural identity, with the Comanches and their horses synonymous with the American West, is indelibly etched in North American history. The rise of the Comanche Empire in the 18th and 19th centuries. The rise of the Comanche Empire was inextricably linked to their extraordinary expertise in horsemanship and warfare. Wedoit, Aitain. In the early 16th century, the Comanches dedicated themselves to becoming unparalleled horsemen and warriors on the plains. Their legendary horsemanship allowed them to perform incredible feats. They rode bareback and shot arrows from horseback with astonishing accuracy, demonstrating the extraordinary agility and speed essential to survival in hunting, raiding, and war. Comanche warriors were organized into groups led by experienced warlords, and underwent rigorous training in horsemanship, archery, and hand-to-hand combat. Their adaptive tactics allowed them to defeat larger enemy forces, demonstrating a sophisticated military culture. These skills fueled the Comanches' expansion, forming a vast empire called the Comancheria, which stretched from present-day Kansas to the Rio Grande, from the foothills of the Rocky Mountains to East Texas. This vast region provided access to abundant resources, including bison herds, wild horses, and fertile land. The construction of a complex network of trade routes connected them to neighboring Native American tribes and Spanish settlements, but also led to conflicts with these various powers. Despite these conflicts, the Comanches maintained their dominance for over a century. Raiding was a central part of Comanche culture and warfare, and was used to acquire resources and maintain power. Their strategic raids targeted Spanish settlements, Mexican ranches, and other Native American communities, bringing with them great loot. Furthermore, these displays of military power were also useful in diplomatic negotiations. They secured favorable trade agreements and alliances, strengthening their dominance in the region. The rise of the Comanche Empire demonstrated their mastery of cavalry and warfare, expanded their territory, and demonstrated their proficiency in raiding and diplomacy, solidifying their central role in shaping North American history. The Comanche social structure was tightly woven in a complex structure based on kinship and territorial division. Numerous groups, each led by a chief, formed the social framework, with groups such as the Penateca, Cosoteca, Noconi, Quahadi, and Yamparika, playing important roles in the Comancheria. The group structure was adaptable, allowing for mergers, divisions, and temporary alliances as needed. Leadership within each group was entrusted to chiefs, who were selected for their courage, wisdom, and leadership qualities. Their authority depended on gaining respect and trust from the members of their group, leading decisions, and resolving conflicts. Roles within the group were determined by gender and age, with men primarily engaged in hunting, war, and plundering, while women ran the camps, took care of family responsibilities, and played an active role in trade and diplomacy. The Comanches had a comprehensive system of laws and customs that governed their social and political life, based on tradition, and passed down through generations. Their society was adaptable, thriving in a difficult environment while maintaining its independence through generations. Despite their reputation as fearsome warriors, the Comanches traded extensively with neighboring Native American tribes, Spanish settlements, and American traders. Trading bison hides, horses, and meat, they acquired tools, weapons, and a variety of goods, and established a complex network of trade routes. They fostered cultural exchange and interdependence throughout the Great Plains and beyond. The impact of Spanish influence on Comanche culture and trade was profound, fundamentally altering their way of life and warfare. The introduction of horses and firearms by the Spanish revolutionized not just the Comanches' methods of hunting and warfare, but also their entire social structure. Horses became integral to their identity, enhancing mobility, and enabling them to expand their territory and engage in trade more effectively. The Comanches, in turn, influenced their trading partners by sharing horses, weapons, and various cultural practices, which left a lasting mark on the traditions of multiple Native American tribes. This symbiotic relationship enriched both cultures, creating a dynamic tapestry of exchange and adaptation. During the height of the Comanche Empire, which thrived on the Great Plains, numerous influential leaders emerged, with Quanah Parker being one of the most notable. As a skilled warrior and diplomat, Parker played a crucial role in negotiating peace with the U.S. government during the Red River War, ultimately securing a reservation for his people. His leadership exemplified the resilience and strategic thinking that characterized Comanche society. Other significant figures such as Buffalo Hump and Issa Tai, along with countless other chiefs, contributed to shaping Comanche history, ensuring that their legacies are still recognized and appreciated. In contemporary discussions about Comanche culture, the Comanche Empire was not just a society known for superior horsemanship and warfare. It also featured a flexible social organization and adept diplomacy. For centuries the Comanches thrived, navigating the complexities of their environment while asserting their dominance in the region. Their heritage, deeply intertwined with North American history, serves as a testament to their independence, influence, and lasting cultural impact. The arrival of Spanish settlers in the 16th century marked the beginning of a tumultuous period of conflict and resistance for the Comanches. Initially, the relationship was centered around trade. However, tensions escalated as the Spanish attempted to control Comanche movements and land, leading to fierce resistance from the Comanches. They actively defended their territories through raids and strategic attacks, effectively thwarting Spanish operations and resisting invasions. Even in the face of diplomatic efforts and treaties, relations between the Comanches and Spanish settlers were characterized by ongoing conflict. Following Mexico's independence from Spain in 1821, tensions persisted as the Mexican government sought to integrate the Comanches into society. The violence intensified during the 1830s and 1840s, with Mexican military campaigns against Comanche resistance proving largely unsuccessful. The Texas Revolution of 1836 further complicated relations, leading to additional conflicts and casualties in the Comanche-Texan War, as the Comanches fought valiantly to defend their territory against Texan expansion. The culmination of the Comanche struggle against U.S. government encroachment occurred during the Red River War of 1874-1875. Under the leadership of Quanah Parker, the Comanche displayed remarkable courage and diplomacy, although they ultimately faced defeat. Forced relocation to a reservation in Oklahoma marked a devastating blow to their traditional way of life, and assimilation policies threatened to undermine their language, culture, and traditions. Yet, despite these challenges, the Comanche people have demonstrated incredible resilience, maintaining their unique identity and continuously advocating for land rights and self-determination. The legacy of the Comanche people is one of resistance and resilience, serving as an inspiration to indigenous communities worldwide. Their story is characterized by courage, determination, and an unwavering spirit in the face of adversity, reflecting a deep-rooted commitment to their heritage. The Comanche narrative embodies a tale of conflict, adaptation, and survival, exemplifying their relentless courage and enduring strength. The 20th and 21st centuries have ushered in a complex journey for the Comanche people, marked by resilience and adaptability. Despite historical challenges, including forced relocation and assimilation policies, the Comanche tribe has steadfastly maintained its unique culture and identity, while working toward self-determination and economic development. Based in Lawton, Oklahoma, the federally recognized Comanche tribe has over 17,000 enrolled members, with approximately 7,000 residing within tribal territory that spans Lawton, Fort Sill, and adjacent counties. The tribe operates a variety of programs and services aimed at enhancing the well-being of its members. Educational initiatives include a tribal college, elementary school, and early childhood education programs, ensuring that the younger generation receives a quality education rooted in their cultural identity. Health services are provided through a clinic, pharmacy, and psychological care facilities, addressing the diverse needs of the community. Housing assistance programs and the construction of affordable housing contribute significantly to improving living conditions for tribal members. Economic development is a priority for the Comanche tribe, which has established various businesses, including casinos, hotels, and restaurants, to generate revenue for essential government programs and services. Additionally, cultural preservation programs are dedicated to protecting the Comanche language, traditions, and heritage, ensuring that the rich cultural legacy is passed down to future generations. The tribe's governance is democratically elected, consisting of a chairman, vice chairman, and 7 tribal council members, all working diligently to oversee tribal affairs, cultural preservation, and language revitalization. Significant efforts have been made to teach the Comanche language, Numanu pronounced Nu-Manu, through language courses and immersion programs, fostering a renewed interest in linguistic heritage. Cultural centers and museums play a central role in educating both tribal members and the public about their rich heritage, emphasizing the importance of economic development and self-determination. The Comanche people continue to strive for economic self-sufficiency, operating various businesses that generate vital revenue for government programs and services. Efforts are ongoing to diversify industries such as tourism and agriculture, with the goal of creating jobs and enhancing the economic prospects for the tribe. However, they still face significant challenges, including high rates of poverty and unemployment, limited access to quality health care, discrimination, loss of traditional lands and resources, and the adverse effects of climate change impacting the Great Plains. In response to these challenges, initiatives have been developed to address the pressing issues within the community. This includes expanding educational programs and job training opportunities, improving healthcare access, promoting cultural preservation, advocating for tribal sovereignty, and collaborating with other tribes and organizations to tackle common obstacles. Despite these ongoing challenges, the Comanche people remain determined to overcome obstacles and ensure a successful future for their community members. In conclusion, The story of the Comanches is a remarkable chapter in North American history, marked by their rise as a dominant force in the Great Plains, and their fierce resistance to colonial encroachment. Their ongoing struggle for self-determination paints a picture of a people who have consistently defied the odds, from their origins as nomadic hunters to their mastery of horsemanship and warfare. The Comanches have demonstrated an extraordinary ability to adapt and thrive in challenging environments. Their intricate social organization, skillful diplomacy, and complex trade networks have allowed them to maintain their independence and influence across generations. Despite facing numerous hardships, including conflicts with colonial powers and forced relocation to reservations, the Comanche spirit of resistance remains unbroken. The Comanche people today are a vibrant community with a strong vision for a bright future, committed to preserving their cultural heritage and ensuring the well-being of their members for generations to come. Their dedication to preserving their language, culture, and traditions is a testament to their unwavering commitment to their heritage. Today, the Comanches are a vibrant community, actively pursuing economic development and self-determination. Their story serves as an inspiration to indigenous communities around the world, demonstrating the power of perseverance and the enduring strength of cultural identity. As we look to the future, the Comanche legacy continues to resonate. It is a reminder of the courage, adaptability, and unwavering spirit that can overcome even the most formidable obstacles. The Comanche story is not only a historical document, but also an important reminder of human resilience and the enduring strength of the human spirit. Thank you for watching this video until the end. If you haven't already, don't forget to like this video. To stay updated with more informative content on this channel, click the subscribe button and the notification bell to be notified every time we upload such exciting video content. Thank you very much.